and the road, which is here. This gap is called BOC. So in another word, is that the road we are going to draw needs to touch on this boundary. Needs to touch on this boundary. So it needs to include the BOC into the road. So which means the BOC is part of the road. So this is the correct boundary of the road. And our system result, as you can see, has included the BOC into the road mostly. So you don't need to worry about that too much. So you just need to know what is BOC and what is expected road boundary. Where is the road boundary is expected to be? So as you can see here, this road has also included the BOC into the road boundary. So there's nothing you need to fix. And for the sidewalk, all right, for the sidewalk and driveway, first we only need to take a look of this roadside sidewalk. What is roadside sidewalk is that the sidewalk is parallel to road and it's for the public use. So in another word is that this private sidewalk near the residential building, there's no reason we need to check them. All right, we don't need to fix for those small sidewalk. And for the sidewalk intersection, we don't need to fix them as well. So we just make sure this roadside public sidewalk is properly captured. There is no missing, there's no huge arrow, then that's good. And a few pixel arrow that can be ignored. All right, as long as it looks good, it looks reasonable, then that's good. For example, this one at here is a huge arrow, right? This doesn't make sense. So we want to get rid of that by merging it to the forest. So there's nothing we need to fix for the rest of it. And then for this part of the sidewalk, as you can see, there may be or may not miss a small part, but this sidewalk has a good shape, so this part can also ignore. Or I can also ignore. So in another word, we don't need to look for the small arrow of the public sidewalk. For example, here, there's may or may not a sidewalk, but we don't need to fix it. All right, we just make sure those roadside sidewalk are properly captured. And the system result already labeled them pretty well. So you don't need to look for the details of those sidewalk. We just need to make sure there's no big arrow, big missing. And for the driveway, all right, for the driveway. So for this one, this looks like a driveway, but at the end of it, it doesn't look very well. So we just need to do like this to make the shape reasonable. Then that is good enough. And the driveway, as you can see, these are all making sense. Then we just need to quickly check them, and we don't need to do other editing work. All right, so as you can see, the system result already labeled the driveway and sidewalk pretty well. So that is the basic requirement for this project. And as you can see, the system result is already very good. But what we need to fix, all right, there are only a few arrows you need to pay attention to. So we're starting from this block. As you can see, this road boundary is already very precise. It has already included the BOC into here, so we don't need to fix for that. And then we can move to another one. So quickly check. You can also turn off the filling to see, if this road boundary is on the BOC or not. So this is all pretty good. So a small arrow like here, this is also okay. All right, we are not doing a demo project, so this arrow can be ignored. So what we need to look for is the speed. All right, we can make sure the speed is good. There, as you can see here, this is a big arrow, right? So this is not a forest. This is a part of sidewalk. So we just merge this forest to sidewalk. Then that's good. All right, so at here, it's under the shadow. Then we don't need to worry about that. And as you can see, this part, this road, that's already on the BOC boundary pretty well. All right, so there may have a small arrow on this part. So you can just by deleting some points on the boundary to make it better. So now I'm done checking for this part. Then lastly, this is the last block we need to check. And this is also most of the error that will come from. All right. So on the system result, it did a very bad job on the median. So for example, right here, this is the median inside of the road, but it totally missed it. So in this case, guys, we need to cut this part of the road out. All right, we need to cut this part of the road, follow this median, and make sure we want to keep the BOC as part of the road. So we are just following this side of the median boundary, and we want to cut it properly. Make sure the BOC is in the road side. It's inside the road, and on the other side as well. So after we cover it, we want to change the category for them as well. All right. So for this part, this is median, right? And for now, we don't need to do the median category, so we just need to label it as pavement, right? Because this is a pavement as in the category. So that is the big error we need to fix, as well as here. As well as this side, right? So this is the system tends to miss, and this will become our major fixing. All right, it's the major fixing we need to do, which is fix the median on the road. If this is a pavement is like pavement, then you need to label this as a pavement. If it is as forest or grass or shrub, just label them with the proper category. Then that's good. Okay, and for this part, as you can see, right, this pavement is also mixed along this, forest and the tree. So we just need to cut this. I think it should end at here. And as well as this side. But to remember that not all tasks, all right, not all tasks have this error. Most of the tasks, they only have, a few rows, and there's no median inside of the task there, which means you basically have very minimum editing work to do. Okay, so now this task is done. Even though there are a few median that is being missed, and but we can still manage to finish this within 5 minutes. All right, this is probably like require like a big repair on the median. And on other tasks like this one, all right, this is a new task I downloaded as well. So follow the road. Right, we need to just follow the road to make sure. Right, as you can see, this is already on the correct BOC boundary. So there's nothing we need to fix. And for here, as you can see, the sidewalk is disconnected, right? So which means we want to, this is kind of the big arrow we were talking about. So cut this forest and merge this to the sidewalk. This is a big arrow we were talking about. And you can see this, this boundary of the BOC has already captured very well. So nothing to fix that here. And for this dead end road, same thing, right? It's already fixed pretty well. And the driveway, so basically this private driveway is all pretty good. All right, it's all pretty good. One big arrow right here. All right, fix that. As you can see, right? So the BOC is inside the road. Very beautiful result from the system labeled. All right, you just keep following the road, and that's it. That's all we need to do for this task. And one more piece of the road. My bad, I missed it. So, but still, right? As you can see, it's very beautiful. So for this task, as you can see, I fixed one piece of the disconnected sidewalk. That is because blocked by the tree, the system didn't recognize it, but we can reasonably, conduct that. This is part of the sidewalk, and we can fix it very easily. And also, we also fix another one, which is this big arrow on the driveway. So that's everything we did for this task. So I want to remind you guys again, like this small arrow on the sidewalk, on the driveway, that is totally okay. All right, we don't need to fix that. We just make sure there's no big arrow, like a huge piece of the side driveways missed, something like that. All right, so yeah, then this one is done. Let's take a look at another task. So for this like industrial area, right? This industrial area, as you can see, there's only one road, and this is this is not a roadside sidewalk, so we can ignore that. So there's only one road. Let's take a look at this road. First of all, this side, right? This side is not a sidewalk. So because there are many trees blocked here. So in this case, we need to fix that. We can use the cutting tool. All right, we use the cutting tool to cut this part out. And this part should be sidewalk, right? But this part should be road instead. And we need to reasonably connect this part to here as well. So we want to make sure this is road. And lastly is this intersection, right? The intersection is different. So we need to fix that as well. All right, so now this part is fixed. Then this area is done. Then let's continue to go below it. So from here, as you can see, this side of the road has an arrow on the on the BOC, right? So we can use the repair arc tool. We can use the repair arc tool. So if you are not sure what this tool is about, managers, we have the introduction about this tool. Then you can share that with the newbies and give them proper training. So in another word is that this tool will help you to repair the arc like here. So make sure this is fixed and included the BOC into the road. And another one is here, right? Another one is here. So we're going to use the repair arc tool again to make sure this BOC is included into the road. And then we can use the repair tool Z that we did in the building repair to connect them, to switch to this tool, and then fix the rest of this piece of the road. And the same thing for this side of the road, So use the repair arc like this. All right, we can keep using it. You can also turn off the, fielding to have a better understanding of where this boundary should be. Now this one is fixed. All right, maybe there is a small arrow on here. Yeah, but here this arrow is a little bit too big. And then use arc repair L, then switch to the Z to help you to fix the rest of it, like this. Okay, so this road is fixed. Even though this road has a huge arrow, but in this task, there's only one road in this one, right? Then, one more here, but for this one, let's check. As you can see, this one has a good labeling, right? Maybe one arrow at here, then we can use the repair tool, Z, to quickly repair this part. Yep, then that's it. That's it. That's everything we need to fix for this task. Even though this arrow is relatively pretty big, but overall, we managed to finish this within 5 minutes. Oh, sorry, one more arrow. I totally forgot, which is here, right? We can see that there's a sidewalk that is not labeled by the system. So in this time, I'm going to use the cutting tool. Cutting tool can be switched to the arc, can be switched to the arc tool, and you will be able to cut along this sidewalk and change the category to sidewalk. Now this result is very beautiful now. It's all this fits our requirement perfectly now. So that's all we need to do for this task. Okay, so now I have demonstrated 3 tasks. Each task has residential area, has industrial, big commercial area, and as well as rural area. So each task has showed a pattern of what we need to fix, including the arrow on the boundary, on the arrow on the median, arrow on the road boundary, arrow on the sidewalk and driveway. So basically, let's recap a little bit. So first is we only fix the roadside, sidewalk, and the driveway. Number 2 is that we can ignore other features. Number 3 is that the system label result is already very good. There is very minimum editing work each task. And lastly is that we can ignore the small arrow and we focus on the big arrow mainly. Intersection. Okay, let's see the question. Intersection needs to be fixed. All right. So system label intersection you can ignore. It's already good. But when you are repair, you need to make sure the intersection is fixed with the road together. Ignore the painted median. All right. Painted median is part of the road. We only fix the raised median that is on the road. Right, because that doesn't belong to the road, right? For example, this part is not a road. This is like a vegetation median, right? But this one at here, this is still a road, right? This is on the road. So you can ignore the painted median now, and we need to fix the road boundary to exclude the paved or raised or vegetation median. What if the sidewalk connected to residential house is captured as driveway? Okay, so you don't need to look for that specifically. You can basically ignore that, okay? Do we have any other questions? Okay, if no more question, then let's start. Managers, please open 4131, I think. Let me see. 4213 first. Open the 4213 first. Yes, this is priority than the clouds. Yep. Any more questions? If no questions, then we can get started. All right.
Sir, this project is open to all.
Yes, it will open to all. I said it at the beginning of the meeting. So for labelers, please follow the workflow. Please don't fix the features that doesn't need to be fixed. All right, don't fix that. And for checkers, you also need to follow this requirement strictly. We don't want the checkers to be strict, including reviewers. We don't want you to be strict on the project. We want you to follow what I have said in the meeting and don't push back strictly. Okay? All right. So 4213 has opened. Yeah, we can get started now. So I think we can pretty easily finish the new task today, and we will open the next one to us as well. We will open the next one, which is the 4237 to the team as well. So make sure, guys, follow my workflow, follow my project requirement, achieve the speed, and do it properly. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to go. If no more questions, then I'm going to go. If you no more, then hope you guys enjoy today. Goodbye.
Thank you, sir.
Ay, yung under sa akin guys, di pa tayo sa Gmit natin. Faster.